Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It is Millicent here. For those who don't know me, my name is Millicent Brandon Porter. I am the owner of Alkahlivin. We specialize in non-dairy products, cold pressed juices, sea moss, and other stuff coming soon, hopefully. We're also thinking about opening up a nonprofit organization called 7PH. So I'll give you guys more information about that later. Right now, I am just going to introduce a video that I'm doing about Roundup. I have a table right here sitting on there, but Roundup. I had to do this because this is going to be the cover to my video. But Roundup is what I'm doing the video about. I'm going to read off some notes that I have on this product and the ingredients of this product. And then after that, I'm going to read a few statements from the back of the actual bottle. And then I want you guys to tell me whether or not you think that this is something that you should be using in your lawn, in your garden, in your backyard, on your sidewalks, or anything like that. Let me know what you guys think. Okay? So yes, let me finish introducing myself. I am Millicent Brandon Porter, owner of Alkahlivin. I have a Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. All of you guys can follow me on Alkahlivin as far as social media wise. YouTube also. So to get right to it, Roundup, it is a systematic glyphosate. Those who don't know what glyphosate is, we're going to go in depth about what glyphosate is also. But it's a herbicide that originated from Monsanto, which Bayer just bought back in 2018. The manufacturer now is Bayer. It was introduced to the market in 1976. And of course, as we all know, it's a type of weed control, right? So, a chemist from Monsanto discovered it to be a herbicide. His name was John E. France. So, just a little background about what Roundup is and where it originates from and who invented it, or all of that good stuff. So, what does Roundup kill? Roundup is known to be a post-emergence herbicide, which means it's only effective if the plant is sprouted or if it's emerged. So it won't kill roots. It's supposed to be sprayed directly on the plant. So, but it's also a non-selective herbicide also. So, meaning it kills wanted and unwanted crops. That'd be your grass, that'd be your crops, like your vegetables and everything, if it's not GMO. And your unwanted would be weeds, of course. Nobody wants weeds. So that is what Roundup kills. Now, what happens if it gets on your skin? Good question, right? Studies have shown that glyphosate on the skin can affect cell shape. It affects the shape of your cell. I don't know if you guys heard of sickle cell, but that has something to do with basically their cells are forming into like a sickle form, and it's messing up a lot of stuff because the cell shape is not how it's supposed to be. It's not, the original shape of the cell. So that can cause a lot of problems. Not saying that it causes sickle cell. I am not a doctor or anything. Let me just make that disclosure. I am just sharing my research with you all, and I'm hoping that hopefully we can research together and find better alternatives to use instead of using products like this, right? So, it affects the cell shape, impair skin elasticity. So saggy skin, all of that, it makes your skin really, really elastic. If you want to become elastic, girls, spray it right on there, right? Sorry, y'all. Cause loss of protective function, and loss of cell function can also cause or contribute to cancer, and it even can increase diseases, you guys. So it's really bad. It's really bad. It's not something that we should definitely be putting on our skin or using in no type of way, shape, or fashion. Should you wear a mask while wearing it? That's a good question. I will also put this video up on YouTube, but I'm going to do another one that has like pictures and stuff. Every time this herbicide is being used, everybody has on gas masks, they have on gloves, full body suits. Like, they do not be playing when they spray this stuff, which makes this so crazy that it can just like go right onto our food. I don't know. But should you wear a mask? Yes, you should wear a mask. It reduces the risk of the exposure through you being, you inhaling it. But it says even when wearing a mask, it does not completely prevent the chemicals from getting inside of your nose. So basically, a couple of chemicals might still come through the mask and get inside your body. Blah blah blah. Quick question: what produce do you sell, and is it all homemade natural ingredients? Hey, yes. I sell non-dairy hemp milk. That's what I specialize in. I also sell cold pressed juices and sea moss, and everything that's 100% homemade, definitely organic, no GMOs, nothing like that. Sea moss I get from St. Lucia, so yes, definitely homemade, and no additives. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna save that question for last. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background on what glyphosate is, right? It's a non-selective herbicide, meaning it kills most plants, no matter what plant it is. If you spray it on there and it has leaves, it's going to kill it, right? It's also, so what it does is it stops a specific enzyme from being able to make the plant grow. It stops the growth of the plant because it affects the enzyme, which is why, I don't know if you guys saw my other video about soy and how soy is like so, it's a GMO plant because they changed the DNA of the soy, right, to make it acceptable to Roundup, which they call it RR ready or Roundup ready, something like that. So that just it's produced by Monsanto, whatever his name, their company name is. It's produced by them too. They do all types of genetic modified seeds and all that other stuff. So it basically stunts the growth of the plant, which and overall kills the plant. Symptoms from exposure of glyphosate and Roundup, which is the main ingredient in Roundup. As you can see, it is like the first ingredient on the bottle, and followed by that is what is this other ingredient name? Like dicquate, something like that. But we're gonna get on glyphosate for now. So pure glyphosate is low in it's low in toxins, they say. But products usually contain more ingredients, meaning it's not just pure glyphosate. It's going to be mixed with something else to make it absorb into the plant. Because just spraying pure glyphosate on there is not gonna, the plant is not gonna absorb it, and it's not gonna work. So when those two products mix, that's what makes it toxic. So, yeah, when those two plants mix, that's what makes it toxic. May cause eye or skin irritation. If you breathe it in, it'll be itchiness to the nose and the throat. It'll cause increased saliva, burns in mouth and throat, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Fatalities have been reported in cases of internal digestion. So I don't know who would digest glyphosate, but fatalities have been shown, they say. So a couple other things. That was really my quick video that I was going to make on Roundup. But I did like a little more research last minute, and I found out that the other ingredient, which is dicquate, Dicquate is a synthetic compound in controlling plant growth, often used as a herbicide. So Dicquate is also in the Roundup also. So it's Dicquate and goodness gracious, is that and glyphosate. So both of those are in Roundup. And we all know what synthetic mean, right? You guys know what synthetic mean? I know it sounds like, you know, it just means the real deal. But it's not. It's a man-made chemical, or it's made by a chemical to imitate a natural product. So it's not real, right? It's a chemical. It's a made-up chemical. It's not real. So that brought me to say, okay, now we can go to so let me do this real quick. So I'm gonna tell you guys a couple things on the back of this Roundup bottle, right? I'm gonna read it directly from here. You can even see where I've highlighted and took a few notes from the bottle. So I'm reading directly from here. Sorry, my nails are messed up, y'all. Need to do them. So, and then it's a couple more that I'm gonna read off right over here, and then it's one more that I'm gonna touch base, that little tiny phrase right there that I underlined. So I'm gonna read off the user safety recommendations, right? Clothing and protective equipment exposed to this product should be washed and detergent in hot water. Such items should be kept and washed separate from other laundry. Users should wash their hands before eating, drinking, chewing gum, using tobacco, or using the toilet. Users should remove clothing immediately if product gets inside, then wash thoroughly and put on clean clothing. People and pests must not touch treated plants or enter treated areas until after spray has dried. Okay, you're not supposed to touch this stuff. You're not supposed to even, if they just sprayed it, you're not supposed to go inside of the plant after they spray it. It's not supposed to get on your skin. You're supposed to wash your clothes and take everything off, put on new clothes. All of this you're supposed to do just not to get it on your skin, and yet it's being drenched on all of our non-GMO crops, or our GMO crops. Yes, okay? GMO crops is like 90% of crops. It is very hard to find non-GMO crops and good food that's locally grown. You know, I recommend you guys go to like your local farmers market and all that good stuff. But I'm just saying, if we go to the store, like prepackaged soybean, tofu, all of that stuff, farm tofu, all of that, it comes from soybeans. And those crops, those soybean crops are being drenched in this stuff, you guys. This is like the #1 thing that they use to stop the weeds from growing when they're growing soybeans. So it is drenched in this, right? And they saying that they changed the DNA or the structure of the soybean plant to be able to make it acceptable to it, so it's not killing it, and yet it's still being drenched on there. You know what it and my thing is, it's not like okay, I dip my hand in this hot water real quick, I'm not going to feel the effect, right? Because it's just like a whoop, you know, and I'm done. It's actually sprayed on this stuff, and it's soaking and it's drying up on this plant. You get what I'm saying? So if I keep my hand inside of that hot water long enough, I'm going to get burned. I'm going to get burnt. It's going to like hurt really, really bad. Maybe if I just touch a little dab of lava, I won't get as burnt. I mean, I won't. I don't know. It's just crazy. Okay? It's just crazy. So, sorry, I'll just get off rambling sometimes. I shouldn't do that. So that's the first thing that I wanted to point out. The second thing that I wanted to point out is it says, okay, this is the storage and disposal section. It says, never place unused product down any outdoor or indoor drain. Meaning they don't want you to pour it down the drain if it's done. They want you to dispose of it the proper way. Which is cool, but why can't I pour it down the drain? Like, do y'all know that funeral homes drain the blood of all the dead bodies down the drain? Yeah. It goes right down the drain, right back into the main water system, right back into our faucets, in our bathtubs, all of that stuff. It's all recycled water, you guys. I know, it's horrible. But they're saying, no, don't pour it down the drain because it shouldn't get into our water supply. And why shouldn't it get into our water supply? Why is it so important for, which brings me to my next topic, it's so important for them to put this product on plants in the dry heat. Like, they don't want you to, if there's any chance of raining in the next 24 hours, they do not want you to put they don't want you to put the product on it, or put the product on the plant. And why is that? Because they don't want it to get into your water supply. But my thing is, I could have swore I heard an interview saying that it binds the soil really, really well, and that it won't get into your water supply. It won't get into your water supply or something like that. I don't know. But I guess when it dries and then it rains, it's waterproof. So, but when it's wet, it's not waterproof. But anyway, it says that it's toxic to aquatic invertebrates. And that is my last statement. The aquatic invertebrates. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Invertebrate, yeah. Aquatic invertebrates. They actually play a really important role, you guys, in our food. Well, I kind of struggle when I say our food because vegans really shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But people who eat like fish, any type of mammal, reptile, frogs, stuff like that, anything that 9 times out of 10 dwells in water, those are really important. And the reason why aquatic invertebrates are important is because they are food, basically, to our fish, our frogs, reptiles, birds, mammals, all of it. And many fish depend on aquatic vertebrates, but it says that it's toxic to them. So if they happen to come in contact with that, you know what I mean, or somebody who just, the regular old Jane Doe who just goes to the store and buys Roundup and doesn't pay attention to the weather, you know what I mean? Because I'm not reading like this label front to back, all of these pages. I'm not reading all of these pages front to back to say, oh, don't put it in when it's going to rain. You know, you might not know that. So, but I guess they covered their tail by saying, you know, it was in there. You should have read. I don't know, but it still doesn't stop the fact that I can go put this on my plants outside and it can rain in the next 10 minutes. And my product is running down the drain, inside the sewers, inside the ground. It's getting all into the aquatic vertebrates. It's getting all on them. They feeding the mammals. It's toxic, so it's poisoning them, which is at the end result is poisoning our fish. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I mean, you tell me. You tell me. I don't know. Do you think that Roundup is good for the public? Do you think that it's safe for the public? Do you think that it gives you enough information in the back panel to be aware and to use it safely? Do you think that it will affect us in any type of way? My answer would be yes. My answer would be yes. I wouldn't recommend it. I know that there are more natural herbicides to use to help with gardening, to help with weeds, than using Roundup. So that's just my take on it. I try to think better for like our planet and our environment. I would like to live on this earth as long as possible. I don't want no global warming to happen. I don't know if you guys believe in that or not. I don't know. But I could definitely tell a shift in the atmosphere. And maybe that's coming from a more spiritual side of me also. But a lot of things are definitely changing. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and share that video. And put this out there. You know what I mean? I have to talk about some stuff. I know my main focus, of course, is to sell you guys a better life, help you live a better life, change your lifestyle, change your, you know, your nasty habits. Like, even me, I have nasty habits too, you guys. I am not perfect. I am working on it just as much as you are, probably, but I am here to help, you know, and we all need someone here to help encourage us, to help push us to just live better, to do better, to think better, all of that. Like, we need some support. So I want to be that support. I love to be that support. So anybody have any questions, please let me know. Any things that you don't know that you might want to do a video on, or want me to research or look up for you, let me know, and I'll see if I can squeeze it in and do it. You know, I am doing a lot of research on my own. I'm going to be giving you guys some updates on, I know I told you I was going to give you some updates on me doing the sweet potatoes. I will do that. I will dig up one and see how it is and post it. And I think I'm going to do a garden update. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait till next week. I'm going to wait till next week to do a garden update. But anyway, any questions or anything that you guys have, please let me know. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching the video. If you have any questions, like I said, DM me, email me, check out my website, non-dairy hemp milk, cold pressed juices, and sea moss straight from St. Lucia. Yes. Okay, so you guys have a good day, and yes, you guys have a good day, and thank you so much for tuning in. See ya.